Hi, Soto here to share with you how I harvest my worms. In front of you is what the finished product looks like from a previous harvest. And all these little white rocks that you see is murrelite. But if you can see how beautiful that is. I've been worm casting for about 3 years now, and I always make sure that the bag is moist and it never dries out. See? Because there may be eggs in there may be worms in there, and they need that moisture. And the other thing is when I have it in this bag, they'll crawl to the top, and I can find them, and then I just pick them right out. If I haven't found them in the casting themselves. This bag is pretty clean, but you just never know, and they're resilient. I mean, I've had a bag sitting around for over 4 weeks and open it up, and there'd be a thin pencil line worm. And as we speak, I just found one. So that's a healthy one too. So we'll just put them in the new bedding. And as you can see, that's pretty clean. So, and he was pretty happy. And like I said, here's another one. So if when you're changing your bedding, and you'll see that there's still paper, they'll be eating that, because when you're pouring your food on, all of this is getting that. So getting all that liquid on there. So I'm surprised to see those, because this is, like I said, been sitting around for a while, but because I keep it moist, you should have that consistency in your worm bed. I mean, not your worm bed, but the casting that the worm's made for you. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. And let's look at some real worms. Here they come. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just start the process, and then I'll come back and show you how I add the food, and we'll go from there. So I have this plastic container where I've gone ahead and started removing some of the worm castings, separating the worms, and the worms will go under here in this new container that I have right here on the side. And we'll just get started. You can see there are a lot of adult ones ready to mate. But this is what I'll do. I'll go through it. picking as much as I can up. And whatever I don't get just stays in the original bin, the old bin, until I get to it. They don't always come out the same day, because that consists of a lot of hours, and I don't want to shake them up. I've tried a lot of different methods out there. So this is how I do it. I just clean it up real quick, and like I said, I'll go back to the worm castings, because then I have to check for cocoon eggs, and then I'll find more of the worms. So thanks for watching, and please come back again when I show you how I make the food. And I'll go ahead right now before I sign off, show you how I feed the worms. I already have the liquid already made. I use this vintage Rubbermaid Tupperware. And I just blend all the food waste together, and I just pour it in there. I would say there would be about a cup there. And then I would continue on sorting out the bin. I'll go ahead and blend that in, but I would go ahead and just remove these. I'm just putting it into this container here. Put that like this. I'll go ahead and put this. Grab another pile. Start all over again until I finish with the process, which doesn't necessarily have to be all in one day. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and just do this pile and then call it quits for the day, because it's late in the afternoon and I have other things to do. And this is just how it works for me. So if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll share with you how I make their food. And if you leave a comment down below, I'll be able to visit you if you have a channel, as well as if you hit the bell when I make another video, you'll be able to see it early on, because I want to share with you the different size worms I have and the cocoons. And like I said, we'll be in the worm bin where you'll see there's no springtails, there's no centipedes, there's no roly-polies. Because of their diet, I don't give them whole foods in the sense where I blend their food, and I don't give them grains, I don't give them onions, I don't give them citrus. But we'll go into all of that on another video. But I just wanted to share with what I have so far, because the worms work 24/7. They don't stop working, and I needed to get them into a new bin, so I thought I'd share that process. And as they continue to process the food and the shredded brown paper bags, I can keep you posted and up to date, and hopefully encourage you to start your own worm farm, knowing that you don't really need to get a worm bin that's commercial, or you don't need to drill holes in your containers or cover them up. Just understanding the worms, and that's why I see them more as a pet rather than just a profit. And well, mine is just for my personal enjoyment. Um, well, I've talked enough. I want to say thank you again for stopping by, and I hope that you visit me again. Have yourself a great day. Bye for now.